Hey, how are you, my friends? How are things? Hiker Dave here. Thank you so much for coming by. It is that time of year. Up in northeastern New England, it is cold and a big old fat blanket of snow on the ground. We got a couple feet plus up here in the last snowstorm. And I don't apologize for the lighting because I don't care that much. But I do apologize if it makes the video, the experience of watching the video kind of crappy. That I apologize for. So, I'm going to go on Bigfoot Odyssey. You guys got to check it out on the 19th of this month. I believe it's a Thursday. And we're going to do a little talking about my marble experiment that I've been doing out in the forest near my home. I want to answer a couple of questions from some comments. First, a gentleman, I don't remember the name. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here on this video. And I just want to put something out and show you the hike that me and Josh went on today. But somebody had mentioned about the leaners out in my backyard by the river. If you follow my channel, my last video, I had heard a crazy scream out behind my barn, and I ran out there and I went down by the river to hopefully capture some sounds, but I wasn't able to. But there's two huge leaners up against the trees out by the river. I don't know how they got there. They're there. They were here when I moved in. There is two tree breaks out in my backyard behind the barn before you get to the river. I know that they're there. I saw them. I don't know how they might have gotten there. One leaner, the one on my side of the river, that I know. A huge branch snapped and came off the tree, and that's a residual type lean that's coming off. So that I can look at the tree and see that leaner, it's not an actual leaner, it's still connected to the tree. But the one across the river, I don't know. Very suspect, by the way, that thing is there. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a hike today. It's cold. There's a lot of snow up here. So I strapped on the snowshoes and went for a hike. Let's check that out. Hello, my friends. How are you? Hiker Dave here doing some snowshoeing today. So I was out, me and Josh, checking out some things. And he says, Dave, there are prints, small prints inside of this shelter here, or structure. And it's really cool. I see two prints in there. I don't see, which is really odd, is that you can't see where whoever left the prints, where they came into, how they got in it, maybe from the other side over there. Pretty neat though, a couple prints inside of the structure. Very cool. All right, let's go for a hike. Easily over a foot of snow out here. You still hearing that? Yeah, so far me and Josh, we came across what we thought might have been some bear track. It looked like we got another couple of inches of light snow yesterday. So they look like they could have been maybe right after the fresh snowfall of yesterday, or early this morning or something. It's absolutely beautiful out here, man. Oh, okay, we're coming up on that X that I showed you guys before that has a bunch of strange things underneath of it. I forgot my microphone, guys, today, so I apologize for the crappiness of the audio. So here's that X I recently found. It might have been there for years, and I only just saw it recently. And we've got some really strangeness going on back here. The way that stuff is kind of put together is really awesome. trying to get used to the snowshoes again. It's been a year or whatever. Okay, onward. We just heard a wood knock pretty close. I was sitting here, me and Josh just checking out this break here and how it's kind of nice and wedged like a fork in that tree. And we were standing here talking, and all of a sudden we heard a wood knock right off in this direction here. All kinds of noises going on. Snow's really deep. We got definitely a couple feet here trudging through. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard it again yet. Have you? Yeah, this is pretty neat here. And it comes down and it fits nicely right here. Pretty cool. A little bit concerned too. The bear tracks we saw earlier were pretty fresh. I mean, it's only black bear. It's not like it's a grizzly or anything, but just got to be vigilant. Got to be careful. Beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. What a nice day it is too. Snow is deep. So if you've watched my channel before, guys, or whoever's watching, you took this hike with me probably maybe a month ago, Josh. We were out here.
Yeah, about before the snow.
Yeah. So we'll come to a clearing here and then kind of follow the tree line back into the woods again. So I love this because not only just because it's beautiful, but you can track. You see all kinds of different animal tracks, and I just enjoy that. And Josh here is teaching me a lot about what the different tracks are, how to spot them and stuff. He knows a little more than I do about it. It's just deep. So my hands are freezing because we got one pair of gloves. Hiker Dave's a moron, and I left the gloves in the barn right when I left, but I did pack gloves in Josh's bag, so we can swap back and forth. But for now, take the sting out. My hands are freezing. Nice little how do you do, Blaze. Yeah, share some of that, Josh.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
So, the reason why my hands are freezing, should I tell them, Josh?
Yeah.
I bent over and my firearm fell out of its holster and into the snow and disappeared into 2 feet of snow. So I had to make quick work, grab it. I had no gloves on, and I got just cleaning the snow off of the gun. That's how my fingers got fucking cold like that, freezing. So I put down a couple little blocks that I like to take with me just in case for emergencies. And I call this an emergency because my hands were cold. So we just took a little break here. We just heard a moose not too far, probably a quarter mile from here, maybe.
The most.
At the most, quarter mile, right off in this direction here. And I think it's mating season, so
I could be wrong.
We're going to discuss whether we should continue. It's far enough away. I think we'll go follow this trail here a little further. And we'll follow the trail a little bit further when I get my hands warmed up. Sound like a plan, Josh?
Yeah.
Boy, that sun dips down. It gets chilly, don't it, all of a sudden?
Oh, yeah.
So that was absolutely beautiful, that hike. I can't tell you the comfort that kind of just heals the soul for me. I love hiking, and hiking originally is how I ended up getting into the Bigfoot subject of Sasquatch. And it just kind of, I started out by I've been hiking for years and years now. And that, what you saw was just, to me, the epitome of absolute beautifulness, right? And just gorgeous to be out in the forest. I think we hiked probably almost 2 miles in, you know what I mean? So it was almost a 4 mile hike. And that took us about 4 hours. I mean, in the snow. At a few points during that hike, we were in 2.5 feet of snow easily. And thankfully, the snowshoes really save you. If you've never hiked out in the forest with feet of snow, it's very difficult to do. Having snowshoes really is a help. And I enjoy it. It's fun for me. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this short video. Really, it was very uneventful, but I wanted to show you just how beautiful it is up here in the wintertime, up here in New Hampshire. New England is incredible with the seasons up here. It's just so awesome. Thank you guys so much for clicking. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you soon on the next one.